Hey guys, so my snail jello didn't turn out as I expected. My shrimp loved it, but my snails didn't even touch it, and the whole purpose of making it was so that they would eat it. So I'm gonna try another recipe that adds a lot more greens and some cuttlefish bone, and we'll see how that works out for us. Since my last snail jello recipe didn't really work out, I'm going to try a new one that is kind of a mix of the snail jello recipes that are out there, and it includes a lot more fresh veggies. So what you're going to need are TUMS. I bought the berry flavor ultra strength 1000 milligram ones, and you can also use the 750 milligram one. If you're going to do that, you'll want to use about 10 to 12 tablets. If you're using the 1000 ones like I am, you're going to want to use about 8 to 9. So the last time I used 9, and this time I'm going to just use 8. The next thing I'm going to add is this spirulina algae that I got from shrimpmart.net. This is just the regular food that I put in my tank for my shrimp and my snails, and they love to eat this stuff. You'll also need some cuttlefish bone. I don't know if you can see that. And the cuttlefish bone you can get at the pet store in the bird section, and these work really great for snails because they're high in calcium. Next, you'll need some baby food. This is going to be the base of your jello, and I found that the green beans have the most calcium in them. They have about 6%. And most baby foods are going to have between like 2 and 4%. You want a minimum of 4%. So this one is the only one that I found that has 6%. You'll also need some of this Knox gelatin, unflavored. This little box comes with 4 envelopes, and I'm probably going to use all 4 because I'm using a lot more ingredients this time. You can find this at your store for between $1 and $2. I went to Foodco and got this for 99 cents, and at Safeway it was actually $2.39, so it really depends on where you go. And then you'll need some of these algae wafers. So these are really small ones, but you can also use the big ones. I'm just gonna eyeball it and use about a handful of these. And the last thing you'll need are a bunch of veggies that are high in calcium. So I'm just going to use broccoli, cucumber, kale, and collard greens. And again, I'm just going to eyeball it and measure out about a handful. And some people blanch it. I'm just going to use them raw because I'm going to blend them in a blender anyway. So they're going to be small enough for the snails and shrimp to nibble on. Okay, so this is about how much Snail Jello that batch made, and it's actually quite a lot. This is a pretty big Tupperware container, and it filled it up about an inch high, so this should last me quite a while. I cut it into really, really tiny pieces because I only have a 5-gallon tank and I don't want it to pollute the water. But if you have a bigger tank, you can cut it into bigger cubes. So my camera died and I left my spare battery and charger over at my friend's house. So I'm just gonna film with my phone. I put it at the top of this lava rock and they've been picking at it and it fell down a little bit. But most of my shrimp are pretty full right now. I just wanted to put it in the tank and see how they did. And most of the snails like to hang out on this lava rock, so I'm hoping that they find it pretty soon. See here, there's one on the other side of the lava rock. I think there should be another one on this side unless he moved. I think he moved. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this in here for about a day, so I will film this again tomorrow. The snail jello has been in the tank for about 15 hours now, and the shrimp have definitely been picking off of it. I'm not sure if the snails, or all the snails, have gotten a chance to eat it yet, so I'm just going to leave it in here for a couple of days and then take it out as soon as I see it start breaking down too much. And then probably feed them another one in about another week or week and a half, because they really don't eat that much. This snail jello recipe is super easy to make, and it's really nutritional for both your snails and your shrimp. I've posted a link below to the website and the YouTube video that I got my inspiration from for this recipe. And if you have any questions, please comment below. Thanks for watching.